crew together once again.
For how long?
Oh, one afternoon, I think.
I was down at Berkey on the Grand, and then Lloyd passed me, and now I'm just about to pass Lloyd. But I'm only going a couple of locks up. That'd be good. Catch up. Oh. Well, that's all right, mate. Cheers. Are you going to do the next lock as well? Oh, admin. But I have to say, it's a lovely weekend. Well, it's a nice afternoon for moving. Even better, now I don't have to close this lock up. That's what I call a gift. Say again. Well, it was. Come on. I don't like going out of locks quickly or going in them quickly, because that's where you get all your scrapes and your stuff goes wrong. I don't know how people do it. Dan smashes in and smashes out. Can't do it. I'm maybe not as good a boater. Maybe that's what it is. Or I don't know. I just don't want to scratch the boat.
Good to see you, Chris. I shall
see
catch
you
up with you on Sunday. Yeah.
And good luck for Saturday.
Well, I've already put you down for 3-0.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm generous in that way. In fact, I think we might lose our manager this weekend.
Well, that's a bit unfortunate considering you're playing teams. What are we, second or first? I can't remember.
I don't think you're that high either.
So we're second then? Oh, so we're third then? Oh yeah. Early days.
I know who's got.
So Arsenal are playing Sheffield United tomorrow. Come on the Gooners. And just let the water out. And poor old Sheffield United that were promoted to the Premiership, bottom of the table. You could say they're the strongest team because they're holding everybody else up. I am going to move up to Calroast, refuel with water, but at the same time I'm closer to Tring, close to those overhangy type of trees, so I might get some autumnal photos done. Don't know. There's a disadvantage. There's a disadvantage to having a multi-fuel stove on the boat, because the chance of it going out is actually quite good. I think, you know, you can stoke the fire up and maybe at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning you need to get out and put some more coals or wood on it or whatever you want to do. So I was cosy in my bed last night, and I had the winter duvet on as well. Oh, it's very nice. I've got that brushed cotton duvet cover, winter cover. Oh, snugly warm. I stayed in bed and I didn't stoke the fire, and the fire went out. So I've got to light the fire again. Or do I put the central heating on? Well, I have put the central heating on to warm the boat up. The boat is now at 16.5 degrees-ish. So it's not cold. But at the same time, central heating is an intricate part of the boat. And when you put the central heating on, you generate quite a lot of battery power to start off with. Something to be mindful of. And, well, the radiators are on and they keep the chill out of the air, but you do need the fire on at the same time. There's people that have those reflex stoves, those diesel stoves, and I think they are very good, because you don't have to worry about keeping the fire going, because you can have that diesel stove on the whole time. On a low, you can raise it up, I suppose, and it just eats diesel and keeps your boat warm. And I think there's something to be said for that. If you're buying a second-hand boat, of course, you get what you're given, unless, of course, you want to change it. I don't know the process of changing it. I know there's people that have changed across to diesel stoves. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I do like the fact that when I can be bothered to get out of bed, I can keep that thing going 24/7. Just this morning I haven't. So disadvantage of that. Now other people have discussed, why don't you have underfloor heating? And I think that that's useful to do that if you design that at the start. I don't think you can in underfloor centrally in underfloor heating or whatever it is. And the other thing is, what happens if it leaks? And people will say, well, it's not going to leak, is it? Never say never. Because when it does leak, you have to drag up the whole floor in order to find out where it's leaked. You can determine if it leaks because your calorifier header tank will start to drop. And trying to fix that, I think, will be a nightmare. So there are risks involved with everything with regards to heating the boat and what type of heating you have. Tower of Hanoi, built by the Kindling, or from the Kindling, and just one of those fire lighters in the middle with a couple of bits of coal underneath to start the fire off. Warm the boat up, because even though the central heating's on, it has been on, it loses heat quite quickly. So the fire is essentially essential. What else? People have discussed mushroom vents. Now, I've discussed mushroom vents generally because I've cleaned them, which, I haven't done for a long time. I'm getting used to seeing them dull. Although it doesn't take long to get them back up to a shiny state. When am I going to do it again? I don't know. People have warned me. They say, oh, you'll give up doing that. Yeah, maybe. Just possibly. But the mushroom vents, what do they do exactly? Well, you can have mushroom vents that turn and raise and lower and turn the other way, and then they lower. These are fixed. Do they work, and what do they do? Well, yes, they do work, because when the wind blows and you're stood underneath them, you can feel the draft in the mushroom vent. So yeah, they do vent mushrooms or air or whatever they're supposed to do. People that say, oh, why don't you put, particularly in the bathroom, put a fanny thing in? Well, I haven't done that, and there's a reason why I haven't done that, is because I've been told what happens is it sucks the moisture up into the air vent, and then that pulls in the mushroom bit, and then as it cools, it drips. And I didn't want any dripping. Do they leak? Yeah, a little bit. When it rains, pours with rain, then the rain will bounce down onto the surface of the roof, up into the mushroom vent, and sometimes they drip down. So occasionally they do drip. But other than that, do you know what? They do what they're supposed to do, I suppose, and that's allow air to flow inside the boat. Well, that's good scenery, that is. So you still in the RAF team?
Yeah. Yeah, did inter services this September.
Did you get far? Did you do well?
Won the marathon in the doubles. Don't ask me how I still managed to do that. That was like there's a lot of youngsters now who are very quick, shall we say, and yeah, my days of being up the sharp end, but it's just enjoyment of it, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
It's what I do, isn't it? So.
Great to see you, Duffers.
Yeah, no, thank you. That's good. I'll keep my eye out for you. Right. Enjoy your day.
Don't forget, like, subscribe.
Yes. See you later.
See you later, mate. Duffers. Worked with him before I left. And I was just leaning out the window. I said, "Right, Duffers," as he was heading down that way. Well, great chat. Anyway, there we go. What you see on the towpath or what you see on a boat is a strange canoeist. Makes all the difference, that stove generates an awful lot of heat, and from the boat being cold and damp as it was after the central heating went off, gift. What am I going to do? Well, because it's been late, because I've been working on the website and working on editing, and I'm moving tomorrow. I'm moving beyond here and going to Marsworth. Not stayed at Calrose long. I normally don't put headphones on whilst I'm travelling because I like to listen to the engine. If there's anything gone wrong with the engine with headphones on, can't hear it. But I need to talk to Lloyd because Lloyd's going to help me move. I helped him move this morning, and we didn't know how busy Marsworth was or not, and it's not. So it's such a nice place, and I said to myself last year, before I had that dreadful trip to Leighton Buzzard where I got iced in, and last year I was almost getting iced in as I was waiting for the locks to empty or fill up, or whichever way it was. The boat was getting, it's like that Scott of the Antarctic, or Endurance I think the boat was called, or the ship was called, where it got iced in. That was me last year. Horrendous. But smell this thing. I'm thinking that I said to myself I want to spend 2 weeks there because it's plenty of wildlife. It's lovely. Little cafe just over the bridge, or next to the bridge, next to the lock, and it's just lovely. And there's a storm coming in apparently. I don't know how much of a storm is going to hit, but I thought to myself, do you know what, to ride a storm out when you're at Marsworth, well, there's worse places to be. You could be in Tring with all those overhanging trees, which is not where you want to be. And here, of course, there's no trees. It's great for solar. It's great for Wi-Fi. Marsworth hasn't got the best Wi-Fi, so it's a bit of a punt. It's a bit of a risk. It's a bit of a gamble. Well, it's not a gamble. It's a risk, because I have checked it this morning when I took Lloyd down there. 2 bars of technology. It just means uploading the video for Wednesday, tomorrow. Well, maybe a little longer. So I've got to finish off the edit. Tring, it's the top part of the Grand Union. it's at its highest point, certainly as it drops into London. There's as many locks from Marsworth to London town as there is from the start of a Grand Union, wherever it starts from, to Marsworth. The overhanging trees, beautiful scenery, and I'll let you enjoy the music if the music is what you like. A Canal and River Trust wharf, been sold off for housing, don't know how much for. Trouble is, once you sell off assets, you can't get them back. Hope they sold it for a pretty penny. Hope they've used the money well. That boat looks a little worse for wear. Mind you, his mushroom vents shinier than mine, I have to say. Don't think I need them for a while. I think it's quite cool on the inside of that boat. And at this point, I'm saying to Lloyd, mate, I'm at the first lock. I was supposed to be here for 3 o'clock. I was here for 3 o'clock, and it took us an hour and a half to do 6 locks. I think that's pretty good. Here he is, look. Trouble is, the sun was in my eyes. Quite difficult to navigate in the locks, but I'll leave you with the scenery, me travelling down with a great ending. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. There's something about these sunsets on the boat which I have to say are absolutely worth looking at. Engine's running. I use quite a lot of battery capacity when I'm editing. It's quite what's the word I'm looking for? Hungry for power. I'm not very good at timing, am I? I said not so long ago I'm going to keep the videos 15 minutes. They're increasing. I don't know how I cope. I'm doing a lot of work on the website. The people who have offered to help me out with the website, I hope they're still going to offer. have just passed me, which is very useful. I'm going to try and get and see them. Now, I need to test out the delivery and my pricing strategy to make sure that I'm not overcharging, not undercharging, and that's, you know, I kind of and Squarespace, who I'm with, they've got a 24/7 help line, but the thing is, I don't know what to ask. I don't know what I need to do, so how do I know how to ask what I don't need to do? It becomes a little bit of a nightmare for people of my age who are not very good. So I'm not going to waffle on anymore because I've waffled on far too much. Thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. For those of you that have, and if you haven't, well, do you know what? Give it a go. Hey. Until next week, when I should be talking about something else. I haven't got that far yet. Ciao, Papa.